Bushfires come with a rush, and before we know it, it's going to be that hot time of the year again. But fighting between the professionals and the volunteers is already boiling over. At the centre of the dispute are 3 areas in Sydney where it's claimed full-time firefighters are needed instead of volunteers.
The state is rightly proud of all the efforts of the volunteers who are the lifeblood of the rural fire service. The service itself and its paid managers are under attack. While the government highlights the 71,000-strong volunteer army, only half, 35,000, are ready to fight fires. The union, representing full-time firefighters, say that creates a false impression.
I think you'd have to say that the half who aren't there are the Phantom Army. They're the RFS volunteers who don't exist. 9
News reviewed the Rural Fire Service's own manual and found there aren't enough bush firefighters to meet the service's requirements. In Sutherland, Baulkham Hills, the Hawkesbury region and the Blue Mountains. The situation is most serious in traditional bushfire-prone areas, such as Lithgow and the far south coast.
We are critically short of firefighters in some of the most dangerous parts of the state heading into the summer season.
I don't have any specific figures with me, but the fluid nature of the organisation is such that we have core strength of volunteers.
There is also criticism of poor planning.
Around 90% of the bushfire management plans across New South Wales are yet to be completed. That is a disgrace.
Professional firefighters say it's time they took over responsibility in parts of Sydney as well.
I think there's a big question mark around the Terry Hills area. I think the Hawkesbury, the Blue Mountains. These are areas where we've got increasing population density. Cities are growing cities, we all know.
And Kevin Wild joins me now. Kevin, is it inevitable that the Rural Fire Service will lose control of firefighting throughout Sydney?
I think so, Peter, in the long term, but over the next few years, the test will be how much more responsibility the fire brigades will take in terms of a lead role for all those properties with bush right in their backyard virtually. This is in part a turf war, but also a debate about the best use of taxpayer funds. The RFS is well resourced. The Firefighters Union want more money as well, Peter.
All right, Kevin, thank you.